It's so painful, heart-rending, frustrating. Forget a public institution supposedly for being the rescue of humanity can blatantly, in a false posture, deceiving people and depriving them deliberately of their right to quality and reliable informations.
They make people change that attitude. More we all come together, because the only one judiciary will get. More all come together. More we hold the judiciary accountable in a very
accountable
in a very constructive.
I
say let them hold we accountable.
Okay.
On we operations in a very constructive way. You know they do for blackmail the judiciary or for curry favor from or if you say because you're an NGO or you're a civil society, the judiciary for be accountable to you. Judiciary a creature of the constitution now only laws legislated like parliament and the Salon constitution now answerable to you. I don't think
everything you have been saying is lie. Everything you have been saying is not true. Everything you are not. You are advanced.
If not that you want from judiciary, we cannot do that. We're not going to use the judiciary for selling popularity. We cannot do that. We're not going to use the judiciary for selling popularity. What do we do? When you get them concerned,
popular already.
What do you do when you come for the headline and say Charlie demands transparency? We are here to tell you.
We are already
end the program now. But we get the judiciary that even the youth report, they say the young people in this country lack confidence and trust in the judiciary and the police.
Which is why I brought establish this.
I am very much analytical.
Yes, with
facts. With facts. I brought to the attention.
This lie are the lives of the people then. Una the lie too much. I discredit her. Una lie.
Did they not commend us?
Commend you for what? Commend you for what? That you decline.
No, it's not decline.
Today we can look at concerns them where Chadi gets against the Judiciary of Sierra Leone, and we began to introduce earlier the Chief Executive for Chadi, Wena Abdul Fatoma, and at this time I want to introduce the representative where we don't get from the Judiciary of Sierra Leone, Wena Elkas Sano, and a Director of Communications now the Judiciary of Sierra Leone. Good morning and welcome to the Breakfast Show.
Thank you for having me.
All right, so they come to you shortly. Let me just come over to Chadi because now they get the concerns them. Let we start for look at then concerns here we then get, especially we then get reasons them for say the Judiciary of Sierra Leone corrupt. How they go justify that? How they reach and we go discuss and hear from you where they represent the judiciary. Come over to you, Abdul Fatoma. Let we just go back. Also, all this come out between Chadi and the Judiciary of Sierra Leone, waiting like ignite Chadi for say when I want for no waiting they happen at the Judiciary of Sierra Leone before I pull on our findings.
All right, Chadi is a social policy advocacy organization, and same way so a right-based organization. So primarily we deal with criminal justice institutions, and we deal with the judiciary, we deal with the police, and we interface with the correctional services, and also the army as well, you know, within the law enforcement and the criminal justice. So in that space, when we interact with them, we collect information for the advocacy and purpose. And when we collect the information and we analyze the information and we do comparative analysis from the physical evidence that we'll get and with the oral evidence that we get. The oral evidence, we go back now the archive and go look, let's say, since 2018 to date, the 3 Chief Justice them would occupy that seat, waiting now be the maiden speech to the people of this country in terms of commitment to access to justice, in terms of their commitment in fighting corruption, in terms of their commitment in reducing case log, not the judiciary. So how then we're able to help the people of this country for improve into that. Then we also collect information from resource system within the systems. So when we receive the information, then we verify how accurate and reliable the information is. So meaning one for bench on accuracy and factual. So we gather the information and then we as an organization, we see say a worthy, for with advocacy and public interest, and then we put the concerns them together. We put 5 concerns together. Then we put 4 demands. So meaning we not only come and put concerns, we put demand. And then we demand them, we give suggestive guidelines them where they go alongside how issues them. Okay, for now, we say the judiciary in we demands, one of the demands we say the need for engage for look into the root causes why we get prolonging backlog cases them. We also say the need for create a mechanism wherein accountability will take place for address corrupt related activities. We also talk say the need for build the public confidence in people them. By how? By going to community and engage the community and let community understand the work or within the judiciary they do. So then we go now to we concerns. One of we concern, the primary one, we stretch and say there is a corruption within the judiciary. How we come to that conclusion? Not long ago, we did talk about the recent one, previous one, and even in one of them press release last year, paragraph 7 of that press release, they admit say the end-to-end administration be corrupt. Inside the new press release, we can shoot them up now. I can share with you give the general public. And then the Judiciary of recent also set up a committee for look into a corrupt activity of the young staff them. And in that conclusion of that report, the committee in work, that committee, they recommend that say there is a possible corruption element as alleged that the Anti-Corruption Commission will charge with the responsibility by law in this country for look into corrupt related activity, for now investigate the people there on a corrupt allegation activity. And the other one, lawyers them be raise a concern about them clients the money will be entrusted na the judiciary. So the judiciary allegedly misappropriate the money. The reality way they on paper not to reflect na the bank, so it not be correspond. So the lawyers, the way they represent the client, they raise that concern to the judiciary administration, and the leadership also hand over the individual or individuals were related into that alleged corrupt activity. And as we speak now, anti-corruption, they investigate that very matter. If that's not a corruption within, then I don't know within, judiciary mean that say they not get corruption. When we say within, either when I don't solve or either when I in the process of solve, but the possibility is that there was a corrupt activity and there is an ongoing investigation on corrupt allegations. And we go further to the other one. We say long prolonged cases. In the Chief Justice, the current Chief Justice, I can quote several of the three, on different media the way they do interview, within a bit of commitment, within them say towards this. The Chief Justice say, go try for set up a mechanism for see how for address the overdue cases, the long backlog cases. You take a district like Kono, you get over 600 and something thousand people, and you only get one judge. And if it's something happen with that judge, he left. If he's sick, they not get for Sidondi. So he only get one magistrate. So imagine one man will interface with over 300 cases. For the year, they get a lot of issues. And then the human resource constraint on the judiciary. So definitely the population size and the number of judges or magistrates then where the population they interface with is a huge thing. So we say the over prolonging of cases also no good, and a concern to we get reports for people them. Yesterday, even when we did on air with the judiciary representative in Epic, somebody called, they said, in case they from 2012 to date. We be not get cases then where people then report to we for 13 good years old. It didn't that judiciary. We get cases then where people then don't tell we for 5-6 years. We get cases then for over 1-2 years. We did it. So we get concern on the one end. Then we also raise another concern about the very welfare of the staff them. For be very balanced, very objective, very professional, that we are not only highlighting challenges where the public they face with the judiciary, but the judiciary, they themselves have a huge concern and with the government of Australia need for address. So we talked about the dilapidated structures with the upcountry, the poor services for judges. You look at the judges' quarters now currently in Africa, where most likely, ordinary people then don't encourage. If you go Belia Park currently, they look at Belia Park, they wonder where be, we will grow up in Africa. You will know much about Belia Park. It's a complete different story now as we speak. And judges then they don't take 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, 3 years for let them get even vehicle. They not get vehicle. You get staff the way they work in the far east of Freetown, where then for they can't work. Their own boss closely to 1 year. They know they get access. So that hustle for they go for public transport, and when you been done use to get staff bus where they pick you in a particular location, it really help for easy work. So we say the conditions of service were poor. It undermine the efficiency and the performance of the judicial staff then. So we raise them concern and then demand there. For let we get a very constructive response. The best thing the judiciary can carry it and for present. Do you want to say something?
No, go ahead.
I see you want to say something. First, then go on the scratch na X and say we malicious, we as an organization, we na blackmailer, then go expose we motive behind the whole issue. And then with all that energy, then come openly. They're not able for address even their own statement the way they promise the people of this country. And when they come in the release, the full release where they promise the people of this country, they can exhibit projects the way that an intention, not a completed or an existing project. Now, an intention. One, the key one in that, the case management. The case management, the Chief Justice talks, in go work for ensure say, establish a case management system at the judiciary. So now, when we interface with the judiciary in October, in February and March, the judiciary respond to we request on the right to access to information. And the copyright to access, we can provide our evidence to the public if they want for contest that as well. That they are constrained for collect data. Now we they do police monitoring. Now we sit down here we can able to produce for you the data from the 17th of April where we start with monitoring to yesterday, Wednesday, because we monitor Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Today, I can left here and give now. Because when we say we get a data management of we monitoring of incidents now police station, we get them ready. But the judiciary say then get a case management system. But however, then they produce partial figures, inconsistent figures that we get for the right back to them and say then data there, they're not even aligned. So if you get such a system, why you the struggle for simple thing? From April to the point that you get for even disrespect an act of Sierra Leone law, whereby the Constitution of Sierra Leone, you are bound to respect the Constitution and any other laws in this country. But you have a system that should enable you to respect, promote, and protect the laws of this country.
Before we can hear it from Elkas,
yes,
when you begin to talk, once we make mention of on our work when they do, the accuracy.
Yeah.
And like you say, where the judiciary first respond to Chadi when a poll on a release, the entitled Leon say this particular release on a pull to the public is malicious and inaccurate. For Chadi, up to this time when you did talk, so on a stand by waiting on a fair notes at the judiciary and on a belief say it accurate.
We 100% scientifically, I cannot even add any other speculative figure to it. Scientifically, we 100%. We are not even 99%. Because when you do data survey, you can only, any statistics, you can only guarantee of people 99%. Because there is a room for error. But in this, when you look with first release, we didn't put a figure, a single figure. And then when they come say, we not say an accuracy. Then deliberately lie, deceive the people of this country, say, we data not accurate. And when you read, we make that available to the public. If you go read that with press release, we want to see in that with 5 concerns that we will raise, or with 4 demands that we will make if we provide any statistical data. Now, when they respond to we with that inconsistent, and statement and shambolic statement, we therefore come as an institution for say, based on record, we then said view where we don't analyze the data. It's over 2,000 backlog cases.
So how long una don they investigate this?
No, we they collect now as Macedonia, we they collect informations within all the institutions that we do interface with. Now as Macedonia, I can able give you a latest now, a Panemba Road Court, waiting the go on day. I can able give you a Roswell Court, waiting the go on day. How many magistrates sit now this morning, right? So we they collect information. It's an ongoing. We have a system.
All right, Abdul Fatima, we will come back to you shortly. Let me just begin hearing from the Judiciary of Sierra Leone, the Communications Director, Wena Elkas Sano. We just don't listen to Abdul Fatima. We don't make a case against the Judiciary of Sierra Leone, and he highlights concerns and we get for do with alleged corruption activities we then believe say they go on at the judiciary. It talk about backlog cases we then want for know waiting at the reason we then pass backlog cases yakinde and self investigation we not been do with una young staff them where according to them the reports we on the committee be pulled from that investigation say possible corrupt elements and they we then believe say the SEC for look inside. But firstly, we see the first response when we begin to Chadi, where they release to the public, then concerns, and we then get to them, they ask for answers. Get for do with owner classifying, waiting and find out as inaccurate and malicious. Let me hear it from the judiciary. Firstly, how are able for catalog all waiting and pull say malicious and inaccurate?
Thank you so very much. This is my maiden appearance. I want for use this platform for commend Una for being so steadfast, for able to make sure say Una contribute to the new media and for able to contribute to the development of media growth. Thank you so very much. I'm impressed. And moving forward, the reason why we come up then kind of description and compelling description of waiting Chadi right inside the press release. Now the fact that we are not averse to criticism. And the reason why we make sure say we are bent on being accountable and transparent, because we know say under the leadership of this Chief Justice, accountability they inspire confidence. Transparency they build trust in anything we do. And mark you now the public now we serve. So when they issue out the press release, we sit down, we watch them. In the first place, Chadi presenter like I say, when the judiciary corrupt, now then don't investigate her. Or it's part of the investigation where they don't cover, they don't plant whatsoever intelligence, they don't able to uncover corruption inside judiciary. That's not how it is. But before then also if they present them like say there is nothing good about the judiciary. To them, everything about the judiciary, nothing to write home about. And that's not true. Then again, it go on for say, with case management, we lied. I don't know, maybe what thing you understand by case management. Maybe is it interpretation, comprehension, maybe it's not that the problem. So we see and say, no, it is also, but also important for respond, for able to get, make the public also, the reason why we respond, for able to educate the public, for also put an end to them misinformation being carried out by Chadi. Now, if you look at I want to go backwards small. If you look at the TRC report, I might just read TRC report shortly. The TRC report say, it say volume 2, chapter 2, paragraph 63. It said the judiciary failed to act as an effective check on the abuse of power. It lost credibility and legitimacy in the eyes of the people. This now TRC report over a decade ago. At that time, the judiciary get less than, put together, less than 30 magistrates and judges in this country here. That was the report. That was the description of the TRC of the judiciary. Way down the line, I don't know if you can read, either want to go read them or maybe read them. The World Justice, this is 2024. The World Justice project on rule of law report about what they say about Sierra Leone judiciary. This is what they said. They said Sierra Leone's judiciary outscored Nigeria in several areas. Nigeria, what they call big brother, in several areas, notably in terms of constraints on government power and the absence of corruption. The absence of corruption. This is not from us. This is what World Justice Project report come out with 2024. And they come, please. Now, they say, however, Sierra Leone's overall score for the rule of law inside regional report. We out of 34 countries then, we came 18. Out of 34 countries then, we came 18. Out of 143 or 43 countries or so, they 110. Initially, we were not even rated. Initially, now for me they begin rate we, it means there is progress. Apart from that, if you look at the index, now Africa, among the corrupt judiciaries na Africa. The first 10 Salon Judiciary not did it. Go online now and search Salon Judiciary not did it. Even at the wall, if you look, the first 10 Salon Judiciary not did it. So it means now like when somebody been there, now you know I'm saying this now been prostitute. Then you see I'm say it don't fall on God don't use them for become a pastor. They say that person there still a prostitute, maybe goes now in church. And they come, wait, no, wait, allow me to say my analysis.
Now, based on the progress, you know, because you mentioned Charlie, so it say there is no progress in judiciary. Is it that you claim?
The reason why we describe her now as a blackmail, now that if you they go peddle that kind information, they forget glory out of waiting judiciary, part of the internal mechanism for able to make sure say we build the judiciary as an envy within the sub-region. Now that make when the Honorable Chief Justice come, the first thing he do, he call we to a meeting. He say there are a lot of challenges, but me I share my vision with you now. Can you please come on board, make una able make sure say we able build the judiciary where we all go proud of. And how this thing come up? This is somebody, the Chief Justice, we don't serve as magistrate, High Court, Court of Appeal before they come up with share. Then in administrative acumen, able make sure say he on at a lot of things them. One of those things them where he on at now complain and come with. Then say then they give others them when not from the courts. Then an individual them. Then they give others them when not from the court. So a month investigation and complaints before now, the people in the get complained and dissatisfied, they don't get no redress mechanism so far. So what they do, then channel them complaints there. This one are from a lawyer. Apart from a lawyer, another one now from the litigants themselves. They come with them concerns there against the master and registrar and the Supreme Court registrar. Then come with them complaints there. The Chief Justice, in wisdom, set up credible people when we judge them with credible repute. They investigate. Then come with them, submit the report to the Chief Justice. The Chief Justice in turn send them to the Judicial and Legal Service Commission.
Cannot Charlie make mention of.
This that judiciary it's not coming from Chadi.
That means you know they come from Chadi, but now one part of the reference then where they make from una own findings. So is it that now they disagree and dismiss them concerning because they not recognize una reform efforts?
No, not to because of that.
But now that you begin for explain. So it's already una don't do. Chadi just can look at the sad side of the story and left all waiting. Una don't do so far as reforms.
I mentioned say. Number one, as a Chadi say, we lied on judiciary lied on Maridam. It's a judiciary lied on with case management system. Where to RAM is non-existence. That's what we presented in the press release. And with case management system, we have challenges. But we get it's functioning how? Matter you now. If we get justice app, when a UNDP now in support the judiciary, where will they use now magistrate courts. If right now, if you go to the Honorable Chief Justice, if you tell them, say, waiting at the status of court number 1, the number of cases them where they display at the dashboard, not only the number of cases, waiting and sit on daily basis. Will they get progress report as they come?
Backlog cases, we all know say them there forever now the judiciary. But always
the man say, Charlie say, we lie on case management. That's malicious. Not only malicious, now it's blackmailing. For say case management, not existence.
We get backlog cases like how they state.
We get backlog cases. Not only we. Every judiciary in the world get backlog cases. We backlog cases happen based on the following factors. One, we get judges, then we don't die. Then judges them, the matter be not die. Of course, when I go down here, but the number of judges them will die for the past 2 years. Magistrates them don't retire. Judges them also don't retire. As I talk to you, this year again, judges them don't retire. Before now, 2020, 2022, there was a management and functional review survey with them do. The survey say Salon Judiciary or judicial officers. Then say then they service 143,000 Sierra Leoneans. One judge. The judge litigant ratio. That is one judge, the number of cases in the Sudompa. 143,000 cases. The highest so far in Africa. When we recruit, we get plenty magistrates them. We recruit, we get more judges them. The number decline. Imagine from 143,000, one judge to 143, one judicial officer to 143,000 litigants.
Is it per year? The 100?
Yes. That was the manager and functional review survey a day. Then when we reduce them from 2023 to date, then it reduced from 143,000 to 95,000. The African ratio now 22,000. So we did far the gap is wide. So you know why?
Say latest reports of 2024 from the Rule of Law Index 2024 rate salon performance poorly.
I don't talk. I not rate with poorly. I not rate with poorly. I say I talk in me. I say before now I dey come. One thing about me, I am more of a on when it comes to research information there. On any other team, I tell you, maybe
inside 2024 we score 0.43, ranking 110 out of 142. Is that a good performance?
That is what I am saying. Now, 100, that is not. You see, I'm saying to what we want. So waiting we want to see the salon judiciary. That is not a good performance. But again, a good performance. How? Imagine we were not rated before now. We were never rated. Now they don't begin rate we can't imagine they not be rate you. You became in on they fail for 10 years they fail. Then all of a sudden you don't see inside in the other year it come 20. Somebody will be on the fail for 20 years. In 10 years they don't they fail. We were never rated. So now if they don't begin rate I sure say that it means there is a glimmer of hope for say waiting we want to see and we shall want to see the judiciary it will be able to reach there. Now that no more you talk about, you know how much you come at the region out of 34 countries then we came 18th. Is that not a passing mark? No, say this now. Men family when they listen we 34 countries we came 18. Now the region, is that not impressive? Must show you what in World Bank say. There is a report where World Bank report 2023 titled Increasing Access to Justice in Fragile Setting. I go get for make available the document to Chadi so that it go really broaden them thoughts about how the judiciary don't make progress. Now show you now. Please, this is very important because also are they have for set the record straight and inform the public them accurately.
Setting the record straight. Let we not ignore the concerns again where they don't raise. Anybody you talk to right now, we get for do it. Issue around corruption go be a serious issue for the public, especially from the judiciary of Sierra Leone. And believe say people for go for seek justice. In as much as you recognize the accolades and way una they get internationally or local surveys and all of that, then concerns and way they raise, we get for do it corruption related matters them na the judiciary. Are they legitimate?
It's a concern to us. It's a concern. That's why I said, if you've been listening, I say we are not, as an institution, we are not averse to criticism. But the criticism must be constructive. For me, you go say, judiciary lied in case management, when you are not even grounded on it, you don't even know, that is blatant blackmailing. For example, we get ask the one where they go. No wait. For example, we get now an effective and functioning virtual court. Now, before now, ma tell you what thing happen. Please allow me ma talk to the public. Please, ma tell you what thing don't happen. Before now, if you get case, either in England, either America, or either any part in Africa, or when you get case in salon, you know what thing? You they come for can attend court. Even divorce. People on the left overseas them pay flights for come for them divorce case them. But now you know what thing happen? Part of we for more able enhance efficiency in what we do, we get virtual courts where I get hundreds of them go na court, no one go follow up. If you go, you make the application, you dey in America, any parts in the world, we they set them up. You they just like we there. So is that not an improvement? You know, one day Is that not an improvement within the sub-region?
So
now we first get
alleged corruption.
Sexual offences model court within the sub-region. Now we first get her. Is that not a progress?
Corruption elements.
Is that not a progress?
How so
if you paint the judiciary because if you paint the judiciary wrongly because you want for you get either you get malice or you get any other thing, that means you are misdirecting the purpose for which you want to hold us accountable. We are not about if we are against accountability and transparency, una tell me that for there.
The area we get for do with alleged corruption. Where to make up of this whole alleged corruption related issues elements in the judiciary?
Alleged corruption. Now, as I say, there na the world, including the advanced democracies, you get bad elements. For example, if the cleaner or the security of Liberty Television don't come, it don't thief Mr. Chadi the head in phone, does that amount to the fact that Liberty TV everybody are a thief man? No. You know they will take one isolated case for say judiciary corrupt. That is so blatant and a direct misrepresentation of the fact so how it should be.
Case are used for classify the judiciary as being corrupt.
Exactly, and how it happened. This na investigation where the judiciary, where the chief justice, where say I know that anybody will catch pass something where they do something will not befit the status of the judiciary. Man tell you what thing don't happen. These are things that we say. Before now, people let me they cry, say filing the loss in the judiciary. Before now. They say filing the loss in the judiciary. Now, if we catch you one paper, crash, now file, then they investigate you and then they prosecute you. That means now nothing of the past. You know the read and the same judiciary. It means before now it's just like what I tell you now. That is why I unravel it. The Truth and Reconciliation Commission. Truth and Reconciliation Commission. You see how they paint the judiciary. We don't go now because of the progress with the judiciary they make. We don't make so much. Now that make now we get a lot of commendations. So now, if you look at who side we come up from TRC report to now, have we transformed? Have we made progress? Are we still stagnated? No. The question is, we are progressing. Work in progress.
Mention of misappropriation of clients, them money, them now the judiciary. How best you able for digress and address that? You mentioned that we get for do is a lawyers there is concern about the clients them money we the judiciary may misappropriate.
Well, clients money, not the camp. We client relationship na lawyer client relationship. Because we don't get clients. Judiciary don't get clients. We na the final arbiter of justice. Now to we na combra for everybody, including Chadi, where they come na court, because you get confidence in the judiciary. So when you get confidence in the judiciary for come na court, you feel say at the end of the day you get justice. If you don't believe in the judiciary, what do you do? Maybe you take knife or you take gun or you go do something but because we get people now don't get confidence in the judiciary. More cases that they come now on daily basis. And that client relationship now between lawyer and the clients, not we. So maybe sometimes in the second bet one I will get, it will present in fact proper.
Take you back to the isolated case where according to the judiciary, Naim Chadi used for put the whole judiciary say the judiciary is corrupt. Whatever leads to the case might be, if it happened at the judiciary, it means it's the judiciary. In this case, that isolated case where you talk about, Senain Chadi used, where they want to frame the whole judiciary now has been corrupt. How on are they address then kind of cases then they? Because whether it happened from the security, whether it happened from messenger, once it happened at the judiciary, it's the judiciary way for take up the responsibility.
God bless you. Thank you. Now, sorry. what have we done? What have we done so far in that direction? What we have done as an what we have done so far as an institution to address some of them challenges them they or public concerns were not only from Chadi. We don't get firstly address mechanism approach. That address mechanism approach now when somebody they reach out to the judiciary for say the case don't in a court for how many years? Nobody, no they call them, the judge, not the caller, or the magistrate, not the caller. What will they do? When the concerns don't come to we, will they make sure say we address them promptly? Now, like the issue of the bailiff them. When things they come up, concerns may not they come up say when courts don't give order. Say for example, when I come, when I go fight this person in property, or when I go book this property here, then say allegations they may come up say we believe them they take money, we believe them not they do harm. We they listen to them allegations there. To them concerns there where they come from the public. So because when they listen to them concerns them when they come out from the public, or where they come out, we they able to make sure say we put a lasting solution in place. You know what the Chief Justice do? For the bailiff them, we come out with a press release. A press release where say the Chief Justice firstly don't get supervisory judges them. Then supervisory judges them, and then they supervise the magistrate courts. Then supervisory judges them, and then they supervise the high court. Then supervisory judges them, and they supervise the court of appeal. So the supervisory judges them also, now then they supervise the how they call them, the bailiff them, the bailiff department. So what in the Honorable Chief Justice say? Nobody, not for carry out an execution order from the bailiff department without the approval of their supervisor. Their supervisor.
Just over to you again.
Yes, they say, I say, the Honorable Chief Justice don't put redress mechanism. How? Like Adea, the one them where they watch this Liberty online, then get concerns. Then can go in our office to me, or then go meet the Chief Justice with the address and promptly. That very day, we make sure say we address them without any delay. In addition to that, the bailiff them when they the bailiff department when them encounter concerns, then say courts they give order, then they want them we bailiff them, then not they go execute. A lot of concerns then come from the very public. The Honorable Chief Justice immediately say, "Mo issue out a public notice." We issue them out and inform the public. Say we don't now get supervisory judges them where they supervise the inferior courts, the lower bench. That is the magistrate court, even high court. We get supervisors. We get supervisors them for court of appeal. Where then now for able to supervise waiting then daily operations. For the bailiff them, the Honorable Chief Justice make a very strong, say no execution not to be carried out by the bailiff department without the approval of the supervisory judges them will put in place. Even now, where you don't go pay na NRA, you for attach that slip, then you can go, then give approval before then you go work. So also, what thing don't happen? We don't enhance efficiency, quality service delivery. Then also, we they able through that government they generate revenue now. Then they put money in a person pockets now. Nobody know they put money in a pocket. Because when you can, the first thing where then they watch, apart from the order, then they watch if you don't pay NRA receipt to that. If then so now cry no day, complain no day. Another concerns like yesterday I've been there. Somebody say a matter, they may not get matter from 2012 or so. I say, come meet me in our office. Guess what think happen most of the time then? Most of the time, they wait to observe when they do then we monthly reviews them. The very cases them where Chadi inaccurately presents say we get over 2,000 cases there. That is far from the truth. We get an updated data across the country. Now what's they happen? As months they done, then they send what we call monthly returns. Monthly returns for every court, every judge, every magistrate. Then they do them, then the magistrate is sign up. You know what?
How many cases they wanna get? Wanna backlog?
When the backlog, they know it used to 725. The last before the camp. But as every day,
about 200.
no, 2,000. Over 2,000. Yes, that's completely inaccurate. They might tell you now. They might tell you what will happen now. In terms of delivery of judgment, when I also been concerned, the honorable chief just when he come, it makes sure say everybody, all the registrars then give an updated information as to what thing they happen at the courts. They send out through the master and registrar. As I talk to you, the delivery of judgment, judges then they deliver judgment in a very timely manner. Now we get challenges them. Then it get for happen always.
There is an increase in the number of judges them across the country. For them able for reduce the backlog.
There has been a decrease. Yes, now we dey try for increaser. If you want,
so what cause the decrease?
New appointments and just happen.
Fine. If you look at government's medium-term development plan, the government say by 2023, then they will make sure say as part of improving the supporting judicial independence, government say by 2023 each judicial district, for able get judges. That's now waiting government. If you read the medium-term development plan, waiting government will say. But now, waiting on the happen with death, judges them don't die, judges them don't retire, the number reduce. Now only now we don't get judges them, but even the judges them still not begin take them. They not begin seated because they not take out of office yet. Because then they go through all those legal processes, then they assign them now to the respective judicial districts there. Then they take over. Mark you, then judge them all we don't die. Now backlog cases them. Because then go for send them again to then they remit them the file to the Chief Justice in office. The Chief Justice again, they reassign them to another judges them. Then also not to that one. As I talk to you, last year judges them retire. This year again, judges them don't retire. So the number of backlog, then judges them, they're not done in cases them. The Honorable Chief Justice, as some and some then now how they do, they don't decide for this. Say, okay, you know what? Since we're not able to get, we're not still the number of whole population of that census is it over 8 million, slightly over 8 million population now this country. Is it
7.5?
Okay, if you say okay,
let me say statistics. You should do that.
Yes, slightly okay. In between 7 million to 8 million population. That's alone now. With guess how much judges we get? We judges them all put together not reach 57. A whole country of 7 million population. Guess waiting. We magistrate them. They're not even reach 50. The total, both magistrate and judges put together, they're not even reach 100. I should say this now a moment for make people commend the judiciary because the bench is overburdened with a lot of cases. Then imagine how many one judge they sit on par 140 cases per year. One judge you sit on par 140 cases per year. One magistrate you sit on par 140 cases per year. For God's sake, sickness day you get for take leave. You get family, you get for attend to. Now human being them all. So we also get for note These are all concerns them. We also make sure we also can challenge the judiciary. When can make we not can able do
agree with some of the concerns and which Charlie gets and disagree with others. Where one panel gets for do with the number where they seen a backlog cases.
Not to
disagree.
Then we with case management.
Then case now then two then the number according to the judiciary. We're not agree. What's going on the challenge? What's going on the challenge?
And they use this platform for me on believe say we will say in Charlie the press release a very malicious, and they use this platform so that when I go come again and go do don't go do na findings. When I go can't tell the public now say what we say, what in Charlie say na two or what in judiciary say na two. More when I go. If we not go na the judiciary, more go small na see with case management.
The greatest one of them all, we get for do with alleged corruption. I believe say the public interested in. Una agree say na una self your findings, Dandy.
Mabel, the case management system very important. You know why important? It also they enhance timely delivery of justice. Now, in you the track cases them, case flow. How cases then they pass, how you able make sure say you track them cases them they, how you able make sure say the cases them then deliver judgment within the required time. It say for them we don't ever get ourselves. We don't ever get her. So if una want, we they invite una because this one now public accountability. Una say Chadi don't demand for transparency, me they add now public accountability from the judiciary. And part of that for say we are ready to be accountable, we are ready to be transparent. I am using this platform now to invite Liberty TV to go and disprove what Chadi wrote in their press release, whether in fact it is malicious, it's inaccurate, whether it's a form of blackmail or whatsoever. I am using this platform, please Liberty TV, because we not find more sidon again. This one more always help we more able build accountability because not for put press release no more for all we accountable. We are not averse to criticism, like I said, but the criticism should be accurate, it should be credible with facts.
Alright, Elkas. Let me just bring Abdul Fatoma in from Chadi. The judiciary not agree with Chadi. We to make mention say case management no exist, and according to them, the figure not give as backlog cases una inflate them. Chadi, how una reach to the conclusion about the issue of case management when I want to then strongly disagree with una release?
Before it come in, I will make available waiting I don't say with the on we case case. I get them, but unfortunately, while they can, because now for me house I come out, I will make available before the day they end. I will make them available to Chadi, and if una wants safe, we can make it available to una for able to prove whether what we say na true or not. If this is time for accountability now and transparency, and we are ready to be accountable.
I hope you're not going to interrupt again.
No, I'm not going to interrupt.
Thank you.
Sorry for that.
It's so painful, heart-rending, frustrating. Forget a public institution supposedly for be the rescue of humanity can blatantly, in a false posture, deceiving people and depriving them deliberately of their right to quality and reliable informations. The judiciary presentation here is nothing but full of false and light. He said, as he is a representative of the judiciary, that 2024 Rule of Law Index, the very first time Sierra Leone participated in that, it was only, Madam Moderator, hold on. On record, they are here as witness and the viewer is there. Maybe we can go to the thing that was the very first time. And for the first time that we have appeared and we have been able to score that. So it means we are making significant progress, which is false. That's a false position and that's not true. Right? 2023, 2024, we are at the same position. We never move. We are stagnated. In 2018, we were 90 something position, where 113 people participated. In 2016, we also have the figure, Not making any steady progress. Not making any steady progress. And we cannot even have 1%. We have 0.45%. We move 0.43%. This has been our position. Not 1%, 0 point. You can't get 1%. And you clamor, you glorify, you fail as a success. That's a disillusional. It's a disappointment. No wonder many people in this country feel that accessing justice is a nightmare. It's a pain. And if you have the people who can come and just say things because they believe that in PR, lying and glorifying is the best posture to defend. So now, when you read our concern, the first line, and you guys are journalists, you can project it for people. We said there is a corruption within. We didn't say we have uncovered. And he said we pose a posture that we have investigated. And in my intro, I said we interface. We interface with the judiciary. We interface with the police. And in that intersection, we collect informations. And these informations, we analyze them, how useful they are for our advocacy. In the position of the judiciary, there are inconsistent statements. Say, judges and they die, judges and they sick, then I'm not amended. The app where they also talk about, this app don't stop for work 1 year ago. As we speak now, you know the work. Now. We get evidence beyond reasonable doubt. Now. Like I said, we communicate with people in the judiciary, workers who interface with the system. It's not working. As we speak 1 year ago, Una, na journalist, Una actually asks if this app don't work, if you know don't stop work. And when it been even work, when it been on a test ride, it been get a lot of bug and internet challenges for the staff there. You know, the registrars them, will be the interfacer at the magistrate court level. We asked them for data. April 2024. These people write a letter to right to access to information, begging for an extension. Why? They said they get constraints for collect the data there up country. They get constraints for collect the data there. The other PRO, it appeal on national television. He said even computer to some of these departments there. He said, you know they. So we know they're able for gatherer. So let Mr. Fatoma and Chadi give it time. This was when? In April. And we don't ever say the judiciary don't get any case management. We say, now false. They make a false statement that say, then get a working digital tracker. And we also go further and clarify, say, having an ongoing project, you cannot present it as a complete project. If you get on the work, and in your statement, not only in your statement, if you get on the work, you can say, we get a project to the piloter. But you know they say that. You say it there, they work. But then you they beg, not only we. When we go make that letter where the judiciary beg right to access, tell them they struggle, they make them publicly available. That this judiciary way, this Thursday morning, they pride themselves in lie. They glorify themselves in lie. Say they get instant case management on the spot. And now, you go Panemba Road, you go Ross Road, you go Waterloo, you go Bo or McKinney, the magistrate court the way they say, the way been the user app, go ask them if they work. Now we just do Vox Spot and call people the way they at the end and the way they work. If it's someone, then we call them, let them see for proof. We don't come to the public. We have been into this, all of this thing. And then, how deceitful this court, the judiciary of Sierra Leone day? You know, say blackmail is a very serious criminal offense. Now, only the police and the Anti-Corruption Commission, they prosecute that. And if you get evidence of somebody, blackmailing you, you for hand over the evidence to the police and the Anti-Corruption Commission for investigate you. Right? And here is a judiciary. Cannot make a complaint. But it is about the lie that deceive the people of this country.
We don't hear it from both sides, and wanna continue for disagree with each other. But let me just listen to the views of the one them we don't watch the program, and we will come back to now for respond. And before we wrap up, the very first message we are gonna look at from our YouTube channel, we get Lamin Denke. We say, who are the institutions rating this salon judiciary? Go out and see citizens expressing their negative frustrations over the judiciary on a daily basis.
The next one I'll take from your Facebook page will come up from Abu Bakr. They say, Mr. Fatima, thanks for taking the judiciary. I believe that the judicial sector is into justice and fair play in our nation. It is said that justice delay is justice denied. Trust in the judiciary is the fundamental right of justice and fairness in this country.
Abdullah Lukule na the YouTube channel say, can you describe the process of replacing judges in Sierra Leone who are no longer serving due to retirement or death? What is the usual time frame for the government's appointment or replacement of a judge?
For the most of us, they say people don't come to the courts because of confidence, but it is what they believe. They don't have any choice, and killing or violence is not considered by a great part of the population.
This other message from Bob Bankso is say the appointment of the Honorable Chief Justice should not be made by the President. That will make the institution to be very weak as it displays conflicts of interest.
Alaji, they say, Mr. Judiciary, we the citizens do not get trust for the judiciary in a saloon. In fact, the judiciary is the most corrupt institution in Sierra Leone. The citizens don't trust you guys anymore.
Jibril Kano say, Mabel, please ask the judicial spokesperson how about EU report that the judiciary is one of the untrusted institutions in the country. These people are working for the citizens, not the international institution. Honestly, the citizens of Sierra Leone don't trust the judiciary for countless reasons.
Siako Omari say, Mr. Sano, the judicial system in Sierra Leone do not learn from what caused the war. This same injustice is all over the court system in the country. The highest bidder wins cases in judicial system. Over 70% of corrupt people working in that institution.
Ronald Beresford Ignatius Judgeson is say, if the recent lower level elections are anything to go by, the judiciary has been nothing but dormant with violence by officials in the ruling government.
Ibrahim Kabature, they say thanks to the communication team of the judiciary for setting the record straight. Patoma is in no way an investigator with the authorities to indict or label the judiciary as corrupt.
At the Facebook page, Ideas Bond said judiciary is doing its best to address issues. Fatoma should appreciate the judiciary.
Siakomari say again, Mr. Fatoma is saying the truth. There is a lot of corruption in the judicial system. They are running the court of law as money-making institution.
The final one we go look at because of time for come to the guests and for respond. Alhaji say even the judiciary don't trust themselves. A whole big party in Sierra Leone, that is the APC, in the last election refused to go to court because they don't trust the judiciary system. What about the other citizens who they will have? How will they have justice from the judiciary? The
final one from Omar Umara, our Facebook page. is say the communication director from the judiciary is forcing we to accept other countries' validation.
All right, as they come to UL Kasano, Abdullahi Bilukule say Chadi did not say judiciary is not doing anything good. Rather, the point was that the judiciary is inefficient, backlog of cases. He also stated that there is corruption within the judiciary, not the organization. Come over to you, Cass.
Yes, thank you so very much. I want to take this opportunity for thank una. This now a process ongoing. It shows we are accountable. It shows the current Chief Justice, His Lordship Justice Combat Commander, is running an administration that is transparent, which is why I am here, and for listening and concerns them. For address some of them concerns I want to raise. Some of them say how for replace judge where judge don't die. The responsibility is probably on the shoulder of the Judicial Legal Service Commission. Now then they do the process, then at the end of the day do approval, then go na Parliament go give approval and give confidence in the judge. Then from there the judge take out of office. Then at the process that in summary, then the other process. Judiciary has been silent over violence in the ruling government. It means some people don't that are the challenge, that are the complexities around the judiciary. Now, I don't see the situation when two people then when riot happened na Lumley area, we say then the fed so. See the judiciary sit down, they do nothing. Fambule Awame, say we get mandate. The judiciary na a creature of the Salon Constitution. Read section 120, it tell you exactly what we do. Foremost among the many responsibility na the administration of justice. Then we make laws to interpretation, get so many responsibilities. But not when somebody confusion happen to person, then we go interfere. No, not to that now. Even we see SL people, APC, political party, then they make plaba. Not to we own responsibility then, except otherwise the matter can't to win a court. Then we can able give meaning to that. We can able make sure say we address that matter there, because we also we in the justice, because we believe say without justice there can be no peace, and without peace there can be no development. Having said that, I want to also respond to another person where they say forcing us to believe. No, not to force at the force one for believe. This now reputable institution there. In fact, that even take me to waiting Chadi they say. Chadi they only bent on 110. And I once said the record state, I did not say judiciary, this now the first year judiciary is participating. I said judiciary not being they participate. I said now when we they participate, we are making progress. A clear progress we are making is Chadi is just bent on a smear campaign. For example, then they look at, say, then at the world ranking, we get two types of ranking where World Justice Project reports do. We get the world ranking when at 110 we come, then we get the regional ranking where we pass the excellent. Out of 34 countries, we came 18. Is that not a passing mark? Even na salon, then na school. Out of 34 in class, you come 18. That's a passing mark. So it means the judiciary has been impressively because of the gains them what we they make. We are not there yet, but at the rest assured Sierra Leoneans there. Una no go away. Una also support we with we work. Now the Chief Justice don't make it so simple. We get complaints redress mechanism approach. When you get concerns, come with them. But also, I want my family understand again. Some people it myself when I mean people they don't call me boku where neighbor then they make plaba. Then go call you and say, hey bro, I don't go report that matter na police. Wait till no mommy get me one. I want me then detain them. Detain the person, make it go past them road. As from there, you don't get justice. Automatically they abandon the case. But for we, even if you abandon that case, it is shown now with system, it is clogged now with system, it is clogged with system. Because anytime when they give report, you don't go, you say no one the case again. It is show say now 50 cases. Not until they discharge. So what we don't decide now for do. Where they make some of their cases, the more you see the case load, it is plenty. Now because most of the people they don't abandon the case. Now I'll give you an example. There is a press release online, if you go follow, when we get close to 37 people where they can, then go for go give bail. Then go hand over, then a shorties them go. Then go bail people At the end of the day, we not see the person. We not see the one when at the shorty. They address them always and give all are fake. You know they exist. Somebody say a day now 124 in Campbell Street. We go there until this moment we not see the address. We ask for the person when at the shorty, we not see her. Even the person where now the person when at the accused, we try for tracer, we not see them. But that case there, imagine 34 of them one in another way. The attitude of we Sierra Leoneans at the end of the day, because when you refuse not forgive bail, at the end of the day, then they say, because you know say credible people where you trust, at the end of the day, way person they run away. But now judiciary and I did get the bad name. But also I want to make people change that attitude. More we all come together, because not only one judiciary will get. More all come together, more we hold the judiciary accountable in a very
accountable
in a very constructive
accept the concerns.
I say let them hold we accountable on we operations in a very constructive way. You know they do for blackmail the judiciary or for curry favor from or you feel say because you're an NGO or you're a civil society, the judiciary for be accountable to you. Judiciary now a creature of the constitution are only laws legislated by parliament and the Salon constitution now answerable to. But as they conclude, somebody they talk say we they force them for accept international commendation. Legal link. They were all over the place for where the executive director they commend the judiciary. They say on the area of access to justice in their research 75%. Legally, this now Salon we own Salon civil society organization. No, not a we let them can report them. Not a we let them can report them. It means we are not there yet. But we are making progress. Then another thing again where Charlie said, where I want I don't yes. Where I want where
so you got to be very quick.
It's a very good tactics.
Because the wrap up the program now.
Talk, so time we run.
No.
Yeah, that's
we the wrap up now. Just quickly.
If they say stop, I will stop.
Just quickly, 30 seconds. Let me wrap up and come over to Ram. We'll wrap up the
we also by June. Me personally, the care go the invite to Chadi. We can launch with mobile courts them. All land now for able to make sure so we fast track with cases there. And I go please when Charlie go attend
the work where you been talk about.
You know what I'm gonna do? I don't tell you for more go on. No, I want no.
Is it working?
It just need.
Is the app work now? No.
Yes, we get. Wait, I tell you, we get problem. The problem we get. No, I tell you now. When I tell you, no, I tell you, we get problem with some of them. Not all, because you know why? Now I don't know them in support we. The tablets them. So what may happen? Some people will not be sabi use the tablets them.
We're not talking about tablet having problem. We're talking about apps having problem.
No, not the tablets. No, you don't even understand. No, you don't understand. No, the app you cannot use the app without the tablet. You cannot use it.
You can access the app.
No, the app not there on Google Play Store. How it's like they call it JustWare software.
So now then tablets they make another function.
Yeah, because the tablets now you upload.
So now say another work.
If no, I say some get problem. Not all. It's for say nothing not the work. Nothing. But when una step there, when you na reporter, some they can you recorder. It they get problem.
All right.
If they get problem on, go fix them up. We are saying here what we are saying.
So that when we are able to try for ensure we are able to fix them up.
Well, fine. The tablets there not to we procure them. Now UNDP he knows that. Now UNDP now UNDP now they support we. So when the thing get problem, we they also go through procurement processes. then at the end of the day, then send out to we. So anytime where you know available that court day at the end of the day, you know to get any updated information about that.
We genuine at the program this morning.
The virtual court, he even refused to talk on the virtual court. The virtual court is working.
Forcing us to say what we want.
No, you should also comment.
Where you come at the program this morning,
but we are not forcing you. We want you to come here and be sincere with the people of this country.
Okay. All right. Many thanks we can at the program this morning. As to the wrap up, Abdul Fatoma, at this stage, what do you think say need for be done?
We want the judiciary to be honest with the people of this country for let them stop. For be very deceitful, for be very dishonest. The judiciary is a legal institution, for God's sake, for goodness sake. If you get an allegation of blackmail, it's a serious criminal offense. We they beg them now, if they're incapable, if they're incompetent, if they no get the capability, let them just report, open mouth or write and report to the police or the ACC, then get the capability, the law give them the power. But you cannot come out to the public and feel say smearing people with blackmail is a firewall, it's a blatant lie. Now the only, I don't know, me own family, when we dey go school, we know the day 34 na class, I go count 18. You know, Chris, me daddy, even you can second or third, they beat you like waiting self. So somebody, and even the report, the World Justice report, they say we decline minus 1.3%. You decline. Right. Then you celebrate, you say you get progress. It's a lot left global, local, regional. 16 people then are they beat. Out of 34. We are 34 sit down. You there at the middle of 18. Right. So you glorify the failure. You glorify lies. I mean, it's very clear.
Alright, Abdul Fatoma, we go fair not attempt.
They're not able to justify anything absolutely. Either than pressing the fact are there.
I don't think
everything you have been saying is lie. Everything you have been saying is not true. Everything you are not. You are advanced.
If not that you want from Judicial, we cannot do that. I'm not going to use the Judiciary for selling popularity. We cannot do that. We're not going to use the Judiciary for selling popularity. What do we do? When you get them concerned, what do you do when you come for the headline and say Charlie demands transparency? We are here to tell you.
End the program now.
But we get the judiciary that even the youth report, they say the young people in this country lack confidence and trust in the judiciary and the police.
Which is why
I am very much analytical. Yes, with the facts. With facts. I brought to the attention.
This lie I want to lie to the people then. You not the lie too much. I discredit her. Who not lie?
Did they not commend us?
Commend you for it. Commending something that you decline.
No, it's not decline. We heard it.
You decline. It's a decline.
What justice report commended the judiciary? What justice report?
This man.
What justice report?
It's so shameful.
I heard it.
It's so shameful.
You want me? I will send the report to you. Let me send it.
Start reading it when you start working.
Can I read it again?
The judiciary. We meet again today on discussion. We look at concerns them where Charlie gets against the judiciary, and we allow the two institutions them in case them to honor the viewers them, and I guess when I don't follow throughout the discussion as both institutions them present to honor the sides them of the story. Until we meet again, first many thanks to the production team.
Subscribe to my new YouTube channel Don CLIN and hit the notification bell to be notified for new videos.